Hi, I'm Blazette Midnight. If this is a new screen that you're looking at right now, it's because, technology betrayed me. Technology betrayed me in the utmost way. So, before I dive into today's episode of Genshin Impact, let me give you a quick mini rant before we dive into what is supposed to be Scaramouche's story. So, on my day today, which is December 9th, 2022 is when I originally recorded this video. I decided to make a recording. I canceled stream in order to record the Scaramouche story, and also because I was dealing with some tech issues regarding getting my business email set up. And so, out of the whole day, I just said, you know what, I'm not feeling well because I had to deal with tech issues regarding the situation with my email and some other things that I was basically dealing with earlier on in the day. So I decided to play some Genshin. So I opened up the game, and I'll leave a clip here. You can see that I am essentially talking in the beginning, basically saying that, hey, we're going to play the Scaramouche, story today, and we are going to hopefully get to learn more about the Rat Gremlin. I do my dailies. I even give a shout out to Pizza Yeti because I had announced that I have a new Blazette Midnight VODs channel going on right now. Again, I will leave a link in the description below to check that out. So anytime you miss a stream or want to ever see any of my previous streams from the day that I started live 2D VTubing, you will see it over there on the Blazette Midnight VODs channel. This will probably be the only time that I'll make that announcement regarding that channel. So if you want to see more of that, make sure to check out my Twitch, and also make sure to check out all my other platforms, which I will always leave social links in the description below. Any case, so after I went through my whole spiel of basically, talking about like the new 3.3 patch, and I didn't go into too many details, but I was excited about playing the, trading card game that they have out in Genshin Impact, and also diving in to see how Scaramouche became the Wanderer. I essentially found out later on, as soon as I started the story that you're about to see, which you won't see the first screen, you'll only see the second one because, audio was not hooked up to my OBS, and the reason being is because Wavelength, which is the mic that I use the Elgato Wave 3, which comes with its own software called the Wavelength, which allows me to sort of essentially separate my audio to where I can essentially lower, raise, and do everything else while switching scenes versus having to rely on OBS or some other external tool that could essentially be hooked up to my Elgato Stream Deck to manipulate those parameters, ease of access. So that's one of the things that I like. And I am not sponsored by Elgato to tell you all this, but it's very nice to have. I haven't had too many complaints about the Elgato Wave 3, except for the few times like this, where it just decided to disconnect from OBS Studio. So while I was talking, no audio was coming through my mic auxiliary route in the audio mixer. So I found out too late. As soon as I started the Scaramouche story, I was like, let me make sure that audio is working. And when I looked down, I saw no bars moving regarding the volume. So I had to go in and fix that. And, hopefully it's resolved now, because surely, I think you guys are hearing music. Yeah, y'all are definitely hearing music. Okay. But yeah, that's why I decided to do this very weird and awkward intro. I'll still, like I said, show you guys the clips while I'm talking over this. But yeah, that was a pain. So without further ado, I'm gonna let you guys get back to the Scaramouche story, and peace out. Okay. I think audio is playing through the game. If not, we're going to have a very fun tech day. Blaze is going through it right now with technology today. I'm telling you. So I apologize if this video is of lower quality than my previous videos. It's been a day. I don't feel like dealing with shits right now.
課題は確かに恩師から受け継いだものだ。だが、こういう話というのはどうしたって興味をそそられてしまうだろう。不可思議な場所、知られざるその細部、謎の人物。
That was my bad. I forgot that I had muted the game purposely while doing a talkover, a voiceover.
好奇心からそうした論文を書きたいと思い立ったんだ。だからあなたに頼んでいるのではないか、澤田先生。
赤羽さん、僕にお願いしに来た以上はもっと僕の意見にも耳を傾けてもらわないと。ドラマ性というのは小説の核心。こればかりは仕方のないことなんだ。
いや、それは。
あそこの二人、タタラスナの話をしてないか？でも、あれは稲妻の地名だよな。スメール人が稲妻の謎の事件を研究してて、そのために論文まで。周りの人はおかしいとも思ってない様子だし、スメールの学術的雰囲気ってやつは本当に自由だな。
Still, let's go listen in.
おう、ちょうどあいつらが話してるタタラスナの疑惑が何なのか確認してみようぜ。
Inversion of Genesis. Talk to the scholars by the road. All right, so real quick, before I did the weird sort of talkover thing of what happened to my recording, I did want to check to see where oh, he's almost at friendship level 2. Excellent. So we're making some headway. We're making some headway with the brat. Now let me see your face. Let me see your face. I'm sorry. I can't help but bully him. It's in my nature. I've done this for over 2 years now. I am trained to basically bully this brat because I'm so sick of his nonsense. You see that? You see that? He's cute and adorable, but I still want to freaking rip his hair off his scalp and then give him ice cream afterwards.
では、初稿は私の交渉をもとに澤田先生に編集してもらう方向で進めよう。今回の文章においては、きっと失踪した歌舞伎者が論説の肝となるだろう。名高い旅人が見つかればいいのだが、彼女は見識が広いという話だ。何か知っているかもしれない。
Looking for me? If you're looking for the traveler, that's me.
お、こちらが旅人さんか。
おい、その顔はなんだよ。おいらたちを疑ってるのか？
If you don't believe me, I'll go.
いやいやいや、もちろんそういうことではない。旅人さんのご尊名は稲妻にいた頃から耳にしている。初めて君とその謎の白い仲間を目にしたもので、好奇心からつい観察してしまった。職業病というやつだ。すまん。
澤田先生と来たらまったくすまないな。私たちはどちらも家に長くこもる性分ゆえ、少々社会性に問題があるんだ。旅人さん、あなたはみんなをたくさん手伝い、いろんなところへ行ったと聞いている。そこで一つタタラスナの話をしてくれないだろうか。
けど、おいらたちもあそこについてはよくわからないんだ。お前たちが話しているのを聞いて興味があったから来たんだ。
ああ、やはりそうなのか。
Sorry, I can't be a help this time.
前に恩師もこの課題を選んだのは難易度が高くて挑戦のしがいがあるからだと言っていた。稲妻の現地の人でさえタタラスナの昔の出来事はあまり知らないからと。ただ、
もしよければの話だが、皆さんに僕のタタラスナ事件に関する捜索の方向性を見てもらいたい。
ちょっと待った、澤田先生。最初からそれだと分かりづらいのでは。
それもそうだな。じゃあまず若葉さんの論文の初稿を見てもらおう。
紹介しよう。まず タタラスナ地区でとある資料を見つけた人がいたんだが、その中では三越長政という人が良い刀を打ち出したことに言及されていた。しかし彼は最後にこの刀を火に投げ入れて溶かしてしまったらしい。その上桂木という手下を殺してしまったというんだ。理由については誰にもわからない。ただこの長政とその手下、そして物語を記録した人物以外に資料の中にはとある歌舞伎者についての言及があった。稲妻においてこの単語は得意な格好、あるいは行動する奇妙な人を指すようだ。
そうだ。赤羽さんの恩師もそれなりに本土で調査をしていて、どうやらこの歌舞伎者はタタラスナでしばらく生活した後姿を消したらしい。その後に先ほど言っていた変な事件が起きた。
一人の変人がいて、そいつがいなくなった後に殺人事件が起こった。どう考えてもおかしいぞ。
だろう？僕もそう思ったのだ。だから当時タタラスナで起こった事件に関する細かいところを聞き回ったのさ。そしたらなんと、
いきなりでかい声を出すなよ。
大事なところだからちょっと強調してみたんだ。そしたらなんと、僕のとある友人が幕府の資料室で働いていて関連を探る手伝いをしてくれたのだ。先ほど出てきた人々は皆400年前の稲妻で生活していたことがはっきりした。当時のタタラスナはすでに稲妻における精錬工業の中心地だった。そこの最高責任者は庭という官僚だったのだが、面白いことに彼もまた最終的には行方不明となっていた。
Could it be?
失踪したやつがもう一人？
まさにその通り。しかも庭という名字、これがただものじゃない。稲妻の精錬鋳造の名門を知っているか？
精錬鋳造といえば、それって一神殿とかか？
おや、よく知っているな。なら話は早い。この庭というのがあの一神殿最後の後継者である楓原家の縁石だったのだ。
I was just about to say this is the continuation of what happened during Kazuha's story.
その楓原家も後に事件があって落ちぶれたという。詳細な経緯はよく知らないが、これだけ要因が重なっているとどうもいろいろと想像してしまうな。
Oh, it is.
楓原家。
沢田先生、一番大事なところを忘れているぞ。
There's more?
おっと、僕の記憶としたことがここ一番を忘れていた。皆さん、ここからが本当に大事なところだ。信じてもらえないかもしれないが、これは僕の生涯の中でも前代未聞の。
もったいぶらないで早く。
赤羽さんの恩師の資料によれば、九段の歌舞伎者は人間ではなく人形だったというんだ。
Well, we all know who that is if we're talking about the same Pinocchio.
人形？
The Shogun puppet that the Electro Archon made should be ruling Inazuma with her as we speak. It couldn't be her exactly. So what other puppet do we know? The Kabuku kimono has to be the balladeer. But what is he doing 400 years ago, and what you mean, what is he doing? Girl, did you forget everything that the Shogun had told us? Did you honestly forget everything that the Shogun has told us? Alright, continue.
おや、お二人の表情から察するに関係ある話を聞いたことが。
Glare at Paimon and hope she keeps her mouth shut. Shut up, Paimon. I'll eat you for breakfast. I will eat you for breakfast. Do not play me.
いやいや、ただ 人形なんてものが物語に出てくるのが変だなぁと思って。お前の言い方のせいで階段みたいになっちゃったじゃないか。
そう、僕もそう思った。しかし稲妻には確かに人間でない種族がいることを考えると、人形が出てくる事件があってもおかしくはない。だからこの作品を書いたんだ。というわけで一つお目通しを。
Oh, I have to read all this. Author Sawada. A man arrived in Tatarasuna around 3 in the afternoon. From afar, he spied laborers walking along the mountain roads toward the factories, their shoes scuffing along the jutting stones. They walked like people convinced that so long as they reached the fire raging in the mountain's belly, they might extract from it gems beyond price. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable, beyond mere description for those not present to witness it. The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprinted to join the procession. There, a towering character who stood half a head taller greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet his words were filled with respect. Do my eyes deceive me, Sir Miyazaki? I cannot think that the return trip here from Inazuma City could have been easy on you. Miyazaki smiled like a young man was taking the first steps on their journey. Expression relaxed. Why, Katsuragi Inazuma is the realm of the almighty shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I have possibly faced? And what about the good news? There was some, naturally. The two burst into uproarious laughter, roughhousing with the other workers until the path's end. A young man dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf gazed into the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now the flames of a forge are unlike any other, for their intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. So too, then was the flame watcher an unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard, and on his face he wore a smile. The workshop was huge, and the furnace was deeper within. A reasonable person might think that there should have been many working alongside the watcher. Yet he stood alone. Only when Katsuragi and Miyazaki strode into the room did the watcher turn. This watcher was Niwa, armory officer and administrator of Tatarasuna. Born to the Niwa clan, which served as one of the 3 pillars of the Ishin art, Niwa never argued with his siblings, and was a worthy successor by all accounts. The post he received as a result of his high standing with those in power served as a statement unto itself. Miyazaki handed a well-bundled text to Niwa as he adjusted his expression and said, "It is as you have said, sir. The elders of your clan in the city do not think highly of your plan. Yet I still believe it to be worth a try. As such, I have found the proper vendors and procured the materials that you requested." Niwa studied the text and nodded. "We should try some of these new forging techniques. Whether Kadahara says yeah or nay." Katsuragi frowned, and with a sigh, he said, "Forging is a precise and difficult undertaking. You know this better than most, sirs, and still you seek improvement each day with terrifying drive. Ah, should my lord Nagamasa hear this, the sourness in his face shall be hard to miss." Niwa smiled, replying, "And how goes the forging of your lord's great blade, Katsuragi?" Katsuragi neither wanted to shame his master nor lie to his 2 friends, and yet could not think of a way to deflect and so grossed. "I see your ears are as keen as your hands, Sir Niwa. The jokes of us unlearned men are nothing before you. I'm be honest. This is a lot. I'm going to read to extract 2, and y'all can just pause the screen to read the rest." Miyazaki hid his grin. Upon hearing this, Niwa released the lizard from his hand to Katsuragi's palm. But just as more words were to be exchanged, someone came walking nearby, their footsteps light, with the celerity of youth. The head that peeked in was round and, in the light of the fires, looked like an oiled jewel. The young man placed some boxed food at the side, and nodding, he prepared to leave. Katsuragi called out after him, "What about your share? Aren't you going to eat it?" The young man, upon hearing those words, found himself slightly at a loss. After a while, he answered, "Very well, I'll try it. You're welcome to the food. We all eat the same fare, after all," Niwa said. The man nodded and left seemingly deep in thought. Here's the extract too. I will hold it here so you guys can read it. I'm not going to wait super long. And then here's the rest of it. And then here's extract 3. And there's more. Again, pause at your own pace. I'm not going to hold up the entire recording just to wait here, but I'm doing it slow enough so that way you can pause it in between. And that is it. Yeah, that's a lot of dialogue to read through. I'm not reading through all this. I'm probably not going to pause super quickly, but if you want to read it, there you go. There's the beginning portion. There's the other half. Here's the other half. There's more of it. There's the continuation. There's some more. There's more. And the wild thing, y'all thought I really was kidding when I said Hoyoverse is notorious for having filler text. This is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. I get that people enjoy lore, but most gamers, and correct me if I'm wrong about this, most gamers that play games like this, they don't give two shits. I don't give two shits. If I wanted to hear lore about all of this, and there's the end of it, I would read a book. I would honestly read a book. And Hoyoverse, I don't know if you'll ever see these videos, but if you're going to incorporate text to this degree in your games, I highly encourage you to write a book. No one cares. No one cares, honey. Nobody's going to read this. This is why we ask for skip buttons and everything else. Nobody gives a shit. Only those embedded and engrossed very heavily in the writing and lore bits of this game care. Again, I'm not trying to put down those individuals, but in terms of keeping the main audience appeal, which are people playing or either just playing to play your game, which are gamers. Say with me, gamers, not writers, not authors. There are people who are in that industry that care about this. Again, great. But someone who wants to read a book, 9 times out of 10 aren't going to go to the movies to watch the film first before they read the book. That's the kind of logic you have to take here with a game. Do not put novel formatted text in your game. It bores people. I kid you not. It bores the majority of your fan base. If they want to read lore, put it in a book. I would read that book. I will not read it while I'm playing a game. And that is the end of my TED Talk.
澤田先生は私の論文を彼の創作の方向性に合わせてほしいと思っているようだ。だが私は論文とはもっと現実に即したものであるべきだと思っている。細かいところを全て不思議な力で片付けてしまうべきではない。澤田先生のお話の中ではっきりと言えない部分を全て政治的要素に結びつけるのはどうだろう。例えばこの事件の本質はいくつかの勢力の縄張り争いだったとか。
論文ってそんな適当にでっち上げていいものなのか？おいらてっきりお前が書いてる方が小説なのかと思ったぜ。
Yeah, sounds more like a novel. Has this guy ever even written an essay before?
赤羽さん、君の恩師があれだけ時間をかけて積み重ねた調査と僕の人脈をもってしてもたったこれだけの資料しかなかったんだ。もうこれ以上は深入りできない。しかも本当に君の言う通り、この件が極めて重大でよその勢力闘争にまで関係しているのなら、なおさら真相を知るつてなんてないだろう。
それもそうだな。もう少し考えてみるよ。少し時間をくれ。新しい切り口を考え直す。
I'll leave it to you.
まだ用事があるから先に行くぞ。論文頑張ってくれよ。
ありがとう。もしこの件に関する情報があればぜひ私に教えてくれ。頼んだぞ。
I think Scaramouche makes an appearance here. Only just because I accidentally saw
おい、
this
さっき言ってた件だ
scene.
けど三票と関係があるんだろ？
Yes.
じゃあもし何か分かったとしても参考として教えてあげられることなんてないよな。だって三票のやつはオイラたちに倒されて囚人になったんだぞ。普通こういうやつの情報って全部極秘情報ってやつになるだろ。オイラに言わせれば赤羽は課題を変えた方がいいと思うぞ。課題なんてものは世界中の大樹くらいいっぱいあるんだ。別に。
I told you. I'm sorry I spoiled the surprise for you, but if I get spoiled, y'all get spoiled too. So ha! I'm sorry. Stop posting on Twitter.
おい、さっきの人影を見たか？いきなり通り過ぎてったあれ、あっちに行ったけど、あれは残票？いや、そんなはずないぞ。だってあいつは閉じ込められてたはずじゃ。早く追いかけてみようぜ。
Sure.